In previous videos, we talked to you about a series of developments in the field of Chinese helicopters, such as the Z9, Z20, Z8L and many others. Today we talk about the all-heavy transport helicopter project jointly developed by China and Russia. It must be said that from 2016 China and Russia have signed a cooperation agreement. However, 9 years have passed without any results, and since 2024, it is very likely that China will abandon this project and start developing domestic heavy transport helicopters on its own. First, let's talk about the joint Russian-Chinese all-helicopter project. The project started in 2008, when the two sides began to contact and discuss the possibility of joint development of a new generation of heavy transport helicopters. And in 2016, they signed a co-development agreement. At that time, the media also reported on various aspects of the project. According to the media, Russia is responsible for developing the drivetrain, tail rotor and de-icing system, while other aspects of the development are largely carried out by China. The parameters of the all series of helicopters are very good. Maximum takeoff weight is 38.7 tons, maximum carrying capacity is 15 tons, maximum range is 8,000 kilometers and maximum lift is 5,700 meters. The all-series helicopters are basically comparable to the American CH53K Super Stallion helicopter in every aspect. So, Russia has its own Mi-26 series of heavy transport helicopters. Why in China to jointly develop helicopters? Russia's Mi-26 series helicopters are among the world's most powerful helicopters, even comparable to the carrying capacity of medium-sized transport aircraft. Mi-26 series helicopters, with a maximum takeoff weight of 56 tons and a maximum carrying capacity of 20 tons, use 2D136 turboshaft engines, with a single maximum power of 8,500 kilowatts. In terms of capacity, it is comparable to the US C-130 or China's Yun-9 series of medium transport aircraft. However, the Mi-26 helicopter is the oldest helicopter from the 80s, and its technology is lagging behind in all aspects. After entering the 21st century, relying on Russia's financial and material resources and technical capabilities, the development of a new generation of heavy transport helicopters to replace the old Mi-26, alone there are great difficulties. Therefore, Russia began to seek joint research and development with China. To be fair and objective, China's demand for heavy transport helicopters is very urgent. Currently, the domestic Z8 series, as well as the imported Russian Mi-17 and Mi-171 series helicopters, are all 13-ton medium transport helicopters, with a maximum carrying capacity of 4 to 5 tons. Even the latest Z8L helicopters have a maximum takeoff weight of 15 tons and a maximum carrying capacity of about 5 tons. The above helicopters can only carry all-terrain assault vehicles or light jeeps, which greatly restricts the vertical strike and mobile delivery capability of the troops. In contrast, China has introduced a new upgraded version of the CH53 series helicopter, the CH53K, Super Stallion King, helicopter, with a maximum takeoff weight of 39.9 tons and a maximum carrying capacity of 15.9 tons. The CH53K helicopter's transport capacity is exactly 3 times that of the Chinese Z8L helicopter. The CH53K helicopter, using 3 helicopters, has a maximum transport capacity of 5 tons. 53 helicopter, using 3 General Electric's GE38 series turboshaft engines, a single maximum power of 5,600 kilowatts, about 7,600 horsepower or so. It has to be said that the PLA forces and the armed police force are in great need of heavy transport helicopters similar to the CH53 series, and there is a great need for them in all branches of the military. However, China has no experience in the development of heavy transport helicopters, and in 2016, China and Russia signed an agreement to develop all heavy transport helicopters, which is considered to be a group warming. But 9 years have passed, and the project has not yet come to fruition. Only a model of the helicopter has appeared, not even a prototype. According to the timeline, it should not have taken so long for the project to come to fruition. Many people at home and abroad are not optimistic about the all-series of heavy transport helicopters because China and Russia are not likely to cooperate in the development of the technology, conceptual framework, and system design, because China and Russia are most likely not on the same page in terms of technical inputs, conceptual frameworks, system design, and other aspects of the development of heavy transport helicopters, there is absolutely no way to cooperate with each other, as is the case with the CR929 large passenger aircraft project, a new generation of large passenger aircraft, jointly developed by China and Russia in the 2010s and named the CR929 aircraft project. A series of problems arose after the project started. Russia wants to further improve and perfect the Il-96 passenger jet on the basis of its own. But if it is such a project, it is very much in Russia's favor, and hardly any benefit for China. China wants to develop a large airliner program to exercise its own professional team. At the same time, all aspects of the design and requirements need to be in line with China's own realities. China and Russia could not talk at all about the large passenger aircraft project. As recalled by some researchers, the attitude and behavior of the Russian technicians was also impressive. After entering the 2020s, Russia chose to withdraw and work on its own Il-96MD airliner project. China chose to carry the weight and go it alone, with the CR929, renamed the C929, which, as it is currently developing, is expected to make its maiden flight by 2030. Due to the example of CR929 to C929, one needs to be prepared for the all-helicopter project between Russia and China. As of 2025, there is still no news about the all-helicopter project. Neither prototype test flights nor project progress have been made public. Meanwhile, a very interesting report has emerged. According to Chinese public reports, China opened the AC-333 helicopter project in the spring of 2024. Regarding the AC-333 helicopter, China has only disclosed the project code name, without any models or parameters. As a result, speculations have emerged from various quarters. Foreign media speculate that the AC-333 helicopter project is a third-generation helicopter with 3 turboshaft engines, and is a medium to large helicopter project. It is very likely that China is developing a heavy transport helicopter project separately from Russia. I think this possibility does exist, especially with the gradual maturity of China's domestic 5,000 kilowatt turboshaft engine technology. The conditions are basically ripe for the development of a domestic 35-ton heavy transport helicopter powered by 3 5,000 kilowatt turboshaft engines. The performance and parameters of the helicopter may be slightly lower than those of the American CH53K, but it is basically sufficient for the PLA and the armed police force to use, such as lifting all kinds of light armored vehicles, paratroopers, amphibious vehicles, etc. In addition to military use, the helicopter is also useful for China's emergency response. In addition to military, for China's emergency rescue, forest firefighting, marine search and rescue and other fields is also significant. For example, it is capable of transporting large quantities of relief supplies and foodstuffs during disaster situations, as well as lifting excavators, bulldozers and other vehicles. Of course, the above belongs to the media reports. Up to now, there is still no result about the Sino-Russian all-helicopter project. Meanwhile, whether the domestic AC-333 helicopter project is a domestic heavy helicopter or a new generation of medium helicopters has not been made public.